Good news, my lady, for your house and your husband.
What news? Who sent you here?
I'm from Corinth. The news I bring you should mean joy, but I'm also afraid you'll find grief in it.
What is it? How can it touch us in both ways?
The word is that the people of Oedipus are going to call Oedipus to be their king.
But O King Polybos, is he not ruling still?
No. He has fallen.
What are you saying? Polybos is dead?
I'm afraid so, my dear.
Go in, go quickly. Tell this to your master. This was the man whom Oedipus long ago feared and dread of destroying him, but it was almost fate by which he died.
The king is coming.
Dear Castle, why have you sent for me?
Listen to what this man says.
Who is this man? What news does he have for me?
He has come from Corinth to announce your father's death.
Is it true, stranger? Tell me in your own words.
I cannot say it more clearly. The king is dead.
Was it by treason or by an attack of illness?
A little thing brings old men to their death.
It was sickness then?
Yes, and his many years.
Ha, the oracle was wrong. They predicted that I should kill Polybos, kill my own father, but he is dead and buried, and I am here. I never touched him, never, unless he died of grief from my departure, and thus, in a sense, through me. They are just empty words.
Had I not told you so?
You had. It was my faint heart that betrayed me.
From now on, never think of those things again.
And yet, must one not fear my mother's bed?
Why should anyone in this world be afraid? Since faith rules us and nothing can be foreseen, a man should live only for the present day. Have no more fear of sleeping with your mother.
That is true, only if my mother were not still alive. But she is alive. I cannot help my fear.
Yet this news of your father's death is wonderful.
Wonderful, but I fear the living woman.
Tell me who this woman that you fear.
It is Merope, man, the wife of King Polybos.
Merope, why should you be afraid of her?
An oracle of the gods, a dreadful saying.
You tell me about it, or are you sworn to silence?
I can tell you, and I will. Apollo said through his prophet that I was the man who should marry his own mother, shed his father's blood with his own hand, and so for all these years I have departed from Corinth, and no harm has come, though it would have been sweet to see my parents again.
And this fear drove you out of Corinth?
Would you have me kill my father?
As for that, you must be reassured by the news I gave you.
If you could reassure me, I will reward you.
I had that in mind. I will confess I thought I could count on you when you returned to Corinth.
No, I would never go near my parents again.
Ah, son, you still do not know what you are doing.
What do you mean? In the name of God, tell me.
Are these the reasons you're not going home?
I tell you, I fear the oracle may come true.
And the guilt you may come upon you through your parents.
That is the dread that is always in my heart.
Can you not see all that your fears are groundless?
How can you say that? They are my parents.
Polybos was not your father.
Not my father?
No more your father than the man speaking to you.
But you are nothing to me.
Neither was he.
Then why did he call me son?
I will tell you, long ago he had you from my hands as a gift. He had no children and his heart turned to you.
Did you buy me? Did you find me by chance?
I come upon you in a crooked path of Kitharan,
And what were you doing there?
tending my flocks.
A wandering shepherd?
But your Savior, son, that day.
From what do you save me?
Your ankles should tell you that.
Ah, stranger, why do you speak of my childhood pain?
I cut the bonds that tied your ankles together.
I have the marks as long as I can remember.
That was why you were given the name you bear.
God, what was it, my father or my mother who did it? Tell me.
I do not know. The man who gave you to me can tell you better than I.
It was not you that found me, but another.
It was another shepherd who gave you to me.
Who was he? Can you tell me who he was?
I think he was said to be one of the Laos people.
You mean the Laos, who was the king here years ago?
Yes, King Laos, and the man was one of his people.
Is he still alive? Can I see him?
These men here know best about such things.
Does anyone here know this shepherd that he is talking about? Have you seen him in the fields or in the town? If you have, tell me, and is it time things were made clear?
I think the man he means is that the same shepherd you have already asked to see. Jocasta could tell you something.
Do you know anything about him, lady? Is he the man we have summoned? Is that the man the shepherd means?
Why think of him? Forget this person, forget it all. The talk is a waste of time.
How can you say that when the clues to my true birth are in my hands?
For God's love, let us have no more questioning. Is your life nothing to you? My own is pain enough for me to bear.
Do not worry. Suppose my mother a slave, and born of slaves, no peasant can touch you.
Listen to me, I beg you, do not do this thing.
I will not listen. The truth must be known.
Everything I say is for your own good.
My own good snaps my patience. Then I want none of it.
You're fatally wrong, husband. May you never learn who you are.
Go, one of you, and bring the shepherd here. Let us leave this woman to brag about her royal name.
Ah, miserable, this is the only word I have for you now. This is the only word I can ever have.
Why has she left us, Oedipus? Why has she gone in such a passion of sorrow? I fear this in silence. Something dreadful may come of it. Go check on the lady.
Let it come. However, I must know about my birth. The queen, like a woman, is perhaps ashamed to think of my low origin, but I am a child of luck. I cannot be dishonored. Luck is my mother. The passing months my brothers have seen me rich and poor. If this is so, how could I wish that I were someone else? How could I not be glad to know my birth? Just please go forth and find me this shepherd. He is the key to all my answers.
Oh, here comes the shepherd now with his servants. Wait, I know him. He was Laos' man. You can trust him.
Tell me first, you from Corinth, is this the shepherd we were discussing?
This is the man.
Come here. Look at me. You must answer everything I ask. You belong to Laos?
Yes, born slave, brought up in his house.
What kind of work did you do for him?
I was a shepherd.
Where? Mainly did you go for pasturage?
Sometimes get thorns, sometimes the hills nearby.
Do you ever remember seeing this man out there?
What would he be doing there, this man?
This man standing here. Have you seen him before?
No, at least not to my recollection.
Freshest memory. You must remember when we two spent 3 whole seasons together, March to September in Kitoran. Or thereabouts, you had 2 flocks. I had 1. Each autumn I drove mine home. And you would go back with his to Laos sheepfold. This is not true, just as I have described it.
True, yes, but it was also long ago.
Well then, do you remember back in those days that you gave me a baby boy to bring us up as my own?
What if I did? What are you trying to say?
Well, King Oedipus was once that little child.
Damn you, hold your tongue.
No more of that. It is your tongue needs watching, not this man's.
My king, my master, what have I done wrong?
You have not answered his question about the boy.
He does not know. He is only making trouble.
Come speak plainly, or it will go hard with you.
In God's name, do not torture an old man.
Come here, one of you, tie his arms behind him.
Unhappy king, what more do you wish to learn?
Did you give this man the child he speaks of?
I did, and I wish to God I had died that very day.
You will die now unless you speak of the truth.
Yet if I speak the truth, I am worse than death.
Since you insist on delaying, you will be.
No, I have told you already that I gave him the boy.
Where did you get him? From your house? From somewhere else?
No, a man gave him to me.
Is that the man here? Do you know whose slave he was?
For God's love, my king, do not ask me anymore.
You're a dead man. I'll have to ask you again.
The child was from the place of Laos.
A slave child or a child from his own?
Please, I can't say no more. I swore.
I must hear.
If you must be told, then. They said it was Laos' child. But it was your wife who can tell you about that.
My wife? Did she give it to you?
My lord, she did.
Do you know why?
I was told to get rid of it.
An unspeakable mother.
There had been prophecies.
Tell me.
It was said that the boy would kill his own father.
Then why did you give him over to this old man?
I pitied the baby and my king, and I thought this man would take him far away to his own country. He saved him, but for what a fate. For if you are what this man says you are, no man living is more wretched than Oedipus.
Ah, God, it was true. All the prophecies. Now I, Oedipus, damned his birth in his marriage. O light, may I look on you for the last of time. Damned, damned in the blood he shed with his own hand. Iocasta, no! Please, please. Why have you done this? Why have you done this? Please, please. Why have you done this? Please come back. Please come back. Why have you done this? No more shall you look on the misery about me. Too long have you known the faces of those I should never have seen. Too long I've been blind to those I was searching from this hour. Go into the darkness. No more. I never want to see a world where I live like this. I can't believe the prophecies were all true. I take these brooches and I'm going to stick them in my eyes. I never want to see this ever again. I said no more.
Wait.
Hollywood, is he not ruling still?
No. Yes, fine.
He has what?
What the fuck is that?
That's not even on the script.
Script.